now joining me on WION Newsroom, Adya Juneja, who will break down the big business stories shaping your money and the economy. Nikita Singh will give us all the updates from the world of technology. And Adira Sasidharan will take us through all the action from the world of sports. We begin with Adya for market updates.
Well, thank you, Diksha. Energy shocks and global growth concerns are continuing to ripple through the world economy, impacting trade, growth prospects and major economies. First up, Iran's crucial oil trade with China is coming under growing strain as demand weakens and US pressure intensifies. China's independent refiners, known as teapots, have cut purchases of Iranian crude amid losing losses and weaker profit margins. Now, recent US sanctions have also made some buyers more cautious about participating in the Iran oil trade. In response, Iranian sellers have been forced to offer deeper discounts to attract buyers. Now, the slowdown threatens a key economic lifeline for Tehran, which has relied heavily on oil exports to China despite years of sanction. Next up, the World Bank has lowered its global growth forecast for 2026, warning that higher energy costs and economic uncertainty are weighing on the world economy. Now, the bank expects global growth of 2.5% in next year, down from 2.9% in 2025, marking the slowest pace since the pandemic. Nearly two-thirds of countries have seen their growth outlook revised lower as rising oil prices and inflation pressures hit economic activity. The World Bank warns that if energy supply disruptions worsen, global growth could fall as low as 1.3% in a severe downside scenario. Despite the weaker global outlook, India is expected to remain the world's fastest growing major economy with growth of 6.6% in 2026. And finally, Britain's economy shrank 0.1% in the month of April as higher energy costs linked to the West Asia conflict weighed on growth. Official data showed the economy contracted after expanding 0.3% in the month of March, matching market expectations. Now, the decline adds to concerns that rising energy prices and persistent inflation could slow the UK's economic momentum in the months ahead. Now, the figures also come at a challenging time for Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who is facing political pressure following high-profile cabinet resignations. Analysts warn that without a lasting peace agreement in West Asia, economic conditions could remain under pressure for the rest of the year. And that is it from business. Now, for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Nikita.
Well, thanks so much, Adya. First up, Anthropic has admitted it made the wrong trade-off after facing criticism over hidden restrictions in its newly released Claude Fable 5 AI model. Researchers discovered that some requests were being quietly redirected to a less capable model without users being informed, particularly for tasks related to AI development. The company had already imposed safeguards on cybersecurity, biology, and chemistry queries, citing national security and safety concerns. Following the backlash, Anthropic says it will now clearly notify users whenever a request is refused or routed to another model. Next up, US President Donald Trump has nominated federal prosecutor Clayton to serve as the next director of national intelligence. Trump announced the decision on Truth Social and urged the US Senate to confirm Clayton quickly. The move comes after lawmakers pushed back against Trump's earlier plan to appoint him in a temporary capacity. Clayton currently serves as U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and previously chaired the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. And finally, Oracle has warned customers about a critical security flaw in its PeopleSoft software a day after the hacking group Shiny Hunters claimed responsibility for a large-scale cyber attack campaign. The vulnerability can reportedly be exploited over the internet without requiring a password, allowing attackers to gain unauthorized access to systems. Google-owned cybersecurity firm Mandiant says the flaw has already been used to target more than 100 organizations worldwide, with many victims linked to the higher education sector. Well, that's it from the world of tech. Now my colleague Atra would be taking you through all the sports updates across the globe. Over to you, Atra.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is underway. Co-host Mexico opened the tournament with a win over South Africa at the iconic Azteca Stadium. Mexico scored either side of the half-time to secure a comfortable win in the opener. The match was marked by 3 red cards, 2 for South Africa and 1 for Mexico. It is the most in the opening World Cup contest. In fact, no World Cup match has seen as many players being sent off since Portugal and the Netherlands met in 2006, when 4 players were shown red card, a tournament record. It was Mexico's 8th time playing in the opening match of a World Cup, but it is their first win in the opener, having previously lost 5 and drawn 2. Staying with World Cup, South Africa also made a winning start to their 2026 FIFA World Cup campaign. They came from behind to beat Czech Republic 2-1. Neither side scored in the first half. Czech, who were competing in the tournament for the first time since 2006, broke the deadlock in the 59th minute. But midfielder Hong in WION then inspired South Africa's comeback, equalizing just 8 minutes later. He then provided a crucial assist in the 80th minute as South Korea completed a 2-1 victory. It is the first time in 4 World Cup editions that South Korea have opened their campaign with a win. Lastly, in cricket, the England and Wales Cricket Board is considering a complete ban on alcohol while players are on international duty. This comes in response to an incident at a Chelsea nightclub that led to Ben Stokes and Gus Atkinson being dropped for the next week's second test. It marks the latest alcohol-related controversy to hit England in the past 6 months. The ECB's managing director of men's cricket, Rob Key, admitted on Thursday that it is difficult to say players can be trusted to behave properly. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Diksha.
Thank you so much, Adira, Nikita and Atya, for getting us all those updates from the world of sports, tech and business.